Finding My Voice. Chapter 1. Introduction. Leila is a young woman from a small village in Morocco. She lives with her family and works at a local shop. Leila wants to learn English, but she is shy and afraid to speak. Leila's thoughts. I want to learn English, but I'm too scared. What if I make mistakes? What if people laugh at me? One day, Leila decides to take a chance and enroll in an English class at a local language school. She walks into the school and sees a sign that says, English classes in Arabic and English. Leila's thoughts, this is it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to learn English. Leila meets the receptionist, a kind woman named Fatima. Fatima. Hello, welcome to our language school. How can I help you? Leila. Hello, I want to learn English. Fatima. Great, we have an English class starting next week. Would you like to join? Leila. Yes, please. Fatima gives Leila a form to fill out and asks her to pay the registration fee. Leila is nervous, but she is determined to learn English. Leila's thoughts. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm going to learn English. Chapter 2. Meeting Mr. Jenkins. Leila is nervous on her first day of English class. She arrives at the language school and sees Mr. Jenkins waiting for her. Mr. Jenkins. Hello, Leila. Welcome to our English class. I'm so glad you're here. Leila. Hello, Mr. Jenkins. Thank you. Mr. Jenkins shows Leila to the classroom and introduces her to the other students. Mr. Jenkins. Everyone, this is Leila. She's new to our class. The other students say hello to Leila, but she is too shy to respond. Leila's thoughts. I'm so nervous. I don't know what to say. Mr. Jenkins starts the lesson by asking the students to introduce themselves. Mr. Jenkins. Okay, let's start with introductions. Can you tell me your name and where you're from? The other students introduce themselves, but Leila is too afraid to speak. Mr. Jenkins. Leila, it's your turn. Can you tell me your name and where you're from? Leila takes a deep breath and tries to speak. Leila. I'm Leila. I'm from Morocco. Mr. Jenkins. Great, Leila. Welcome to our class. Don't worry if you make mistakes, okay? Leila feels a sense of relief, but she is still nervous. Leila's thoughts. I did it. I spoke English. But it was so hard. After the introductions, Mr. Jenkins teaches the class some basic English phrases. Mr. Jenkins. Okay, let's learn some new words. Can anyone tell me what hello means in English? One of the students raises their hand. Student. Hello means marhaba in Arabic. Mr. Jenkins. That's right. Hello means marhaba in Arabic. Well done. Leila is impressed by the student's answer, but she is still too shy to participate. Leila's thoughts. I wish I could answer like that. I wish I could speak English fluently. At the end of the lesson, Mr. Jenkins gives the students homework. Mr. Jenkins. Okay, class. For homework, I want you to practice your introductions. Can you introduce yourself to a friend or family member? Leila nods, but she is not sure if she can do it. Leila's thoughts. I'll try. I'll try. Chapter 3. Challenges and Motivations. Leila is at home thinking about her English class. Leila's thoughts. I'm so scared to speak English. What if I make mistakes? What if people laugh at me? Leila's mother, Fatima, comes into the room. Fatima. Leila, how was your English class today? Leila. It was okay, Mom. I'm just really nervous. Fatima. Don't worry, Leila. You'll get better with practice. Why do you want to learn English? Leila. I want to get a better job, Mom. I also want to travel to other countries. Fatima. That's great, Leila. You can do it. Just keep practicing and don't give up. Leila feels motivated by her mother's words. Leila's thoughts. I can do it. I'll practice every day and get better. The next day, Leila is in class with Mr. Jenkins. Mr. Jenkins. Okay, class. Today, we're going to practice our introductions. Can anyone introduce themselves to me? Leila is too scared to speak, but one of her classmates, Amira, raises her hand. Amira. Hello, Mr. Jenkins. My name is Amira. I'm from Morocco. Mr. Jenkins. Great, Amira, well done. Leila is impressed by Amira's confidence. Leila's thoughts. I wish I could speak like Amira. I wish I could be confident like her. After class, Leila approaches Mr. Jenkins. Leila. Mr. Jenkins, can I talk to you for a minute? Mr. Jenkins. Of course, Leila. What's on your mind? Leila. I'm just really scared to speak English. I don't want to make mistakes. Mr. Jenkins. Leila, don't worry about making mistakes. That's how we learn. Just keep practicing and you'll get better. And remember, I'm here to help you. Leila feels a sense of relief and motivation. Leila's thoughts. I can do it. I'll practice every day and get better. And Mr. Jenkins is here to help me. Chapter 4. Practicing with Mr. Jenkins. Leila is in class with Mr. Jenkins, practicing her English skills. Mr. Jenkins. Okay, Leila. Today we're going to practice our conversations. Can you ask me a question? Leila. What is your favorite food, Mr. Jenkins? Mr. Jenkins. That's a great question, Leila. My favorite food is pizza. How about you? Leila. I like pizza too. Mr. Jenkins. Really? What's your favorite topping? Leila. Cheese. Mr. Jenkins. Cheese is a great choice. I like cheese too. Leila feels happy that she was able to have a conversation with Mr. Jenkins. Leila's thoughts. I did it. I had a conversation with Mr. Jenkins. I'm getting better. After class, Mr. Jenkins gives Leila some homework. Mr. Jenkins. Leila, for homework, I want you to practice your conversations with a friend or family member. Can you do that? Leila. Yes, Mr. Jenkins. I'll try. Leila goes home and practices her conversations with her mother, Fatima. Leila. Mom, what's your favorite food? Fatima. My favorite food is couscous, Leila. How about you? Leila. I like pizza, Mom. Fatima. Pizza is delicious. What's your favorite topping? Leila. Cheese, Mom. Leila feels proud of herself for having a conversation with her mother. Leila's thoughts. I'm getting better. I can have conversations now. Chapter 5. Overcoming Self-Doubt. The next day, Leila is in class with Mr. Jenkins. Mr. Jenkins. Okay, class. Today we're going to practice our conversations again. Can anyone ask me a question? Leila raises her hand. Leila. Mr. Jenkins, what's your favorite hobby? Mr. Jenkins. That's a great question, Leila. My favorite hobby is reading. How about you? Leila. I like reading too, Mr. Jenkins. Mr. Jenkins. Really? What's your favorite book? Leila. I don't know. Mr. Jenkins. That's okay, Leila. It's hard to think of a favorite book on the spot. But you're doing great. You're asking questions and having a conversation. Leila feels proud of herself for participating in class. Leila's thoughts. I did it. I again asked a question and had a conversation. I'm getting better. Chapter 6. Expanding Horizons. Leila is in class again with Mr. Jenkins, practicing her English skills. Mr. Jenkins. Okay, class. Today we're going to practice our listening skills. Can anyone tell me what they like to do in their free time? Leila raises her hand. Leila. I like to read books and watch movies, Mr. Jenkins. Mr. Jenkins. That's great, Leila. What kind of books do you like to read? Leila. I like to read romance novels and mystery books. Mr. Jenkins. I like those kinds of books too, Leila. Have you ever listened to audiobooks? Leila. No, Mr. Jenkins. I've never listened to audiobooks. Mr. Jenkins. Well, I think you might like them. They can help you improve your listening skills and learn new vocabulary. Leila is interested in learning more about audiobooks. Leila's thoughts. I've never listened to audiobooks before. Maybe I can try it. After class, Leila talks to Mr. Jenkins about audiobooks. Leila. Mr. Jenkins, can you recommend some audiobooks for me to listen to? Mr. Jenkins. Of course, Leila. I can recommend some popular audiobooks. Let me give you a list. Mr. Jenkins gives Leila a list of audiobooks, and she starts to listen to them. Leila's thoughts. I'm enjoying these audiobooks. They're helping me improve my listening skills and learn new vocabulary. Leila starts to explore other English language resources, including podcasts and language exchange apps. Leila's thoughts. I'm so glad I started learning English. It's opening up a whole new world for me. Chapter 7. Reflecting on Progress. Leila sat in Mr. Jenkins' office, feeling happy and proud of herself. She had come a long way in her English learning journey. Mr. Jenkins, I want to thank you, Leila said, smiling. You helped me so much. I don't know what I would do without you. Ah, Leila, it's my pleasure, Mr. Jenkins replied, smiling back. You worked hard and deserved it. How do you feel about your English now? I feel more confident, Leila said. I can understand and speak better. I'm not afraid to make mistakes anymore. That's the spirit, Mr. Jenkins exclaimed. Remember, making mistakes is part of learning. What do you think was the most difficult part of your journey? For me, it was speaking in front of others, Leila said. I was so shy and afraid of making mistakes. But you encouraged me to practice and speak up. Exactly, Mr. Jenkins said. Practice is key. And you did it. You started speaking up in class and even gave a great presentation. How did that feel? It felt amazing, Leila said, beaming with pride. I was so nervous at first, but when I finished, I felt proud of myself. I realized that I can do it. Leila, you're not only learning English, you're also learning to believe in yourself, Mr. Jenkins said, nodding. That's the most important thing. What do you plan to do next? I want to keep practicing and improving my English, Leila said. I want to travel and meet new people. I want to use my English to connect with others and make a difference. That's a great attitude, Leila, Mr. Jenkins said. Remember, learning a language is a lifelong process. Keep practicing, and you'll get there. You've got this. Chapter 8. Conclusion. Leila sat in her room thinking about her English learning journey. She had come a long way since she started. I did it, Leila said to herself, smiling. I found my voice in English. Leila thought about all the things she could do now that she could speak English fluently. She could travel, make new friends, and even get a better job. I'm so proud of myself, Leila said, feeling happy and confident. Just then, Mr. Jenkins knocked on the door. Hey, Leila, can I talk to you for a minute? Of course, Mr. Jenkins, Leila said, inviting him in. I just wanted to say how proud I am of you too, Mr. Jenkins said. You worked hard and achieved your goal. You should be very proud of yourself. Thank you, Mr. Jenkins, Leila said, smiling. I couldn't have done it without your help. Nonsense, Leila, Mr. Jenkins said. You did all the hard work. I just guided you along the way. But I have to say, it's been a pleasure watching you grow and improve. Thank you, Mr. Jenkins, Leila said again. I'll never forget what you taught me. And don't forget to keep practicing, Mr. Jenkins said, laughing. There's always room for improvement, even for a fluent speaker like you. I will, Mr. Jenkins, Leila promised. I'll keep practicing and improving my English skills. Leila and Mr. Jenkins chatted for a few more minutes before he left. Leila felt grateful for her teacher and the journey she had been on. I did it, Leila said to herself again, smiling. I found my voice in English, and I'm ready for whatever comes next. The end. The English level of the story is at the A2 level of the Common European Framework of Reference for Languages, CEFR. Here's why. Vocabulary. The story uses simple and everyday vocabulary, such as shy, introverted, dreams, career, travel, and connect. This vocabulary is typical of the A2 level. There are no complex or specialized vocabulary words that would require a higher level of proficiency. Grammar. The story uses simple sentence structures such as I want to, I need to, and I'm going to. This is typical of the A2 level. There are no complex grammar structures, such as conditional tenses or passive voice, that would require a higher level of proficiency. Reading comprehension. The story is written in a clear and simple style, making it easy to understand for readers at the A2 level. The plot is straightforward and easy to follow, with no complex themes or ideas that would require a higher level of proficiency. Examples. I want to pursue a career in international business, but my lack of English skills holds me back. I'm not afraid to make mistakes anymore. I realize that I can do it. I want to travel and meet new people. I want to use my English to connect with others and make a difference. A2 level vocabulary and grammar. Overall, the story is written in a way that is easy to understand for readers at the A2 level of the CEFR. The vocabulary, grammar, and reading comprehension required to understand the story are all within the range of this level. Here are 10 words/phrases with their meanings, examples from the story, and examples in real life. 1. Pursue. Meaning, to follow or continue to do something in order to achieve a goal. Example from the story. I want to pursue a career in international business. Example in real life. I'm going to pursue a degree in computer science to get a better job. 2. Hold back. Meaning, to prevent someone or something from making progress or achieving something. Example from the story. My lack of English skills holds me back. Example in real life. My fear of public speaking holds me back from giving presentations. 3. Breakthrough. Meaning, a sudden and important discovery or achievement. Example from the story. Leila had a breakthrough moment when she gave a successful presentation in English. Example in real life. The scientists had a breakthrough in their research on cancer treatment. 4. Setback. Meaning, a problem or difficulty that slows or stops progress. Example from the story. Leila had a setback when she struggled to understand a native speaker during a conversation. Example in real life. The company had a setback when their main investor pulled out of the project. 5. Doubt. Meaning, to feel uncertain or unsure about something. Example from the story. Leila doubted her ability to learn English. Example in real life. I doubt that I can finish this project on time. 6. Encourage. Meaning, to give someone confidence or support to do something. Example from the story. Mr. Jenkins encouraged Leila to participate in class. Example in real life. My parents encouraged me to apply to my dream college. 7. Practice consistently. Meaning, to regularly and steadily do something to improve or maintain a skill. Example from the story. Mr. Jenkins told Leila to practice speaking and listening consistently. Example in real life. To improve my piano skills, I need to practice consistently every day. 8. Achievable. Meaning, possible to achieve or accomplish. Example from the story. Mr. Jenkins told Leila to set achievable goals for herself. Example in real life. I set achievable goals for my fitness routine, like exercising 3 times a week. 9. Reflect. Meaning, to think carefully and quietly about something in order to understand it better. Example from the story. Leila reflected on how far she had come in her English learning journey. Example in real life. I reflect on my mistakes to learn from them and improve my performance. 10. Proud of. Meaning, to feel pleased and satisfied with someone or something. Example from the story. Leila was proud of herself for improving her English skills. Example in real life. I'm proud of my sister for getting accepted into her dream college. Here are 3 things that the reader can learn from the story. 1. The importance of perseverance and hard work. Leila's journey to learning English is not easy, but she perseveres and works hard to achieve her goals. This teaches the reader that with determination and effort, they can overcome obstacles and achieve their own goals. This lesson can be applied to real life by reminding the reader to stay committed to their goals and to keep working towards them, even when faced with challenges or setbacks. 2. The value of seeking help and guidance. Leila's teacher, Mr. Jenkins, plays a crucial role in her learning journey. He provides her with guidance, support, and encouragement, which helps her to stay motivated and focused. This teaches the reader the importance of seeking help and guidance when needed. Whether it's a teacher, mentor, or friend, having someone to support and guide you can make a big difference in achieving your goals. 3. The power of believing in oneself. Leila's journey is not just about learning English, but also about gaining confidence and believing in herself. She learns to overcome her fears and doubts and to trust in her own abilities. This lesson can be applied to real life by reminding the reader to have faith in themselves and their abilities. Believing in oneself can help to build confidence, overcome self-doubt, and achieve greater success. Overall, the story teaches the reader that with perseverance, hard work, and the right support, they can overcome challenges and achieve their goals. It also highlights the importance of believing in oneself and staying motivated to reach their full potential. This story and voiceover have been provided by English Made Easy. Learn through stories. Copying or re-uploading is strictly prohibited.